Hey, what's going on, everyone? Real quick, I want to talk about the only M&P 2.0 I have in my collection. It's this 5-inch M&P 2.0. Now, this is a, see if it'll focus here. This is a Spec series, and the only thing I can tell it's different, I'm going to safety check real quick. It's unloaded, as you can see, is this does have tritium night sights, and I got a coin and a fixed blade knife with it. This is a 5-inch 9mm, real quick, for anyone that is curious. I kind of just in the store and saw this one day, and I'd shot a 2.0, but it was more the Glock 19 size. And I'd always sort of want an M&P in 5 inches, and I thought, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. And I got to say, it shoots really great. Granted, I've been shooting M&Ps for a little while, and I've had this for a couple years now. You can tell it's a little older one too, because now I think all the M&Ps have, or they're coming out of the factory at least from what I can tell, with that kind of trigger blade Glock style trigger. So I think they've kind of done away with this break curve style. But yeah, this M&P 2.0, I really like this gun. This texturing's a little more aggressive than what was on something like that core I showed, or the original M&P and 40 I have. The trigger on this real quick, we'll go ahead and pull it. Pretty positive break. Better than the original, a little spongy take up, and let's hear that reset. One more time. Yeah, I mean, it's better than the originals. Let's see real quick. Yeah, it might have a better reset than that core. I'm pretty sure it does. And that's just me feeling them out. Like I said, it's got 3-dot tritium night sights where they glow in the dark. I'm trying to see if they'll pick up on the camera. There you go. And same thing for the front post. 17 round mags. These mags are compatible with there's the same magazine, I guess I should say, for the original M&Ps. The hinge trigger here really doesn't bother me. It's not a deal breaker. Like, curved triggers do not bother me. I like a flat trigger. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a flat trigger. But the curved ones are not a deal breaker for me. As you can see, I can see inside the chamber. That's a feature I like. I think a few other guns I've had or done videos on, I forgot to mention that they had those. I do know with this M&P 2.0, they corrected, I don't know if it was a flaw, or I never really got 100% of the story on that, but I know with my old M&Ps, if I slammed a full mag in real hard, it would jingle the slide lock release, and then the slide would go forward. So it's like a little bit of like an auto load feature. I never depended on that though. I always still use the slide release or racking it if you need to. So yeah, as far as this is being an improvement over the M&P 1.0, I'd definitely say yeah. I still kind of want to get one in the Glock 19 size at some point, just because I've always shot an M&P real well. I can't remember what size grip I have on this. I think these are the mediums. My other ones are in the box, and the box is in storage, so I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, this was a good 5-inch gun, and the reason I got this is it seemed like anytime I would find a 5-inch M&P 2.0 in 9mm, it was always the Desert Tan one, and it was the one with the safety, which is fine. I don't have anything against an M&P with a safety or any gun with a safety. It's just all my MPs did not have a safety, the kind of thumb safety 1911 style. And if my other ones didn't have it, I didn't want to change my battery of arms just for adding another one into the M&P line that I have. And I like that they had that, because I thought it was a real nice transition. If you were like a 1911 shooter and you were going to a striker-fired platform, you might want that M&P. That way you can still shoot your 1911s or carry your 1911s, and you're not changing your battery arms. You still have to flick that safety off with that thumb rest safety. So I really always did enjoy that. Excuse me. I always did enjoy that Smith & Wesson did make a striker fired with a thumb safety, just for, the purposes of maybe pulling in some 1911 shooters into their platform. But I also enjoyed they offer it without. And I think, I don't know if you can do it on this one. I know some of the old MP ones, you could add a safety after the fact, or you could just delete the safety. I might be getting that backwards, actually. I know you could delete the safety. You might have been able to add it on some. But yeah, the next one I get, as far as M&P 2.0s, will probably be a Glock size. This is the last one I bought. This was a couple years ago. This was not planned, other than I'd always wanted a 5-inch M&P. And I can't remember if I mentioned, the day I bought that core, I was actually looking at the Gen 1 5-inch M&Ps, or looking for them, and found one. But then I saw that core in the in the case, and I thought, I started looking at it, and I ended up going with it. But again, I'm a fan of the M&P line. I think they're a little underrated, but you know, they have their following. And again, there's nothing wrong with the Glock. I don't want to just come off like I'm just throwing shade at Glock or anything like that. But I do appreciate anyone watching, and everyone be safe out there. Take care.